Hi, this is math lesson number 3. We are taking a break from multiplication and we are going to review our fractions. And so you have pages from your workbook. You'll see that page 189 looks like this with the dots, and I've put an X through it. We're not doing that page. Turn it over to 190. So today's lesson is 190 and 191. Okay, 190. We are filling in, I'm going to take away 191 for a minute. We are filling in the numbers that are missing on the chart, and that's a review. We've done that before. So let me draw the chart. Okay, we have 189 and we have 200. We know that up and down are plus 10 and minus 10. So 189, if I go up, I'm going to take away 10. So I'm looking only at the tens place. Instead of 80, take away 10, I'd have 70. So this is 179. 179, 189, 199. And then we know that each square over is just 1. So if this is 199, one more is 200. Now this is where it gets tricky. If I have 200, and I take away 10, I'm not in 200 anymore. My hundreds have changed. So I can do it this way. I can take away 10 from 200, 200, 199, 198, 197, and keep counting. Or I can look at 189 that I already wrote, and I know that one more would be 199. If I had to do one more, 179. Oh, this would be 190, sorry. 179 plus one more would be 180. You don't have to do that one, but look, 80, 90, 100. Okay, let's look at the other one. They gave me 156. One more, 157. Then they gave me 167, because 57, 67, 77, but it's in the hundreds. Okay? All right, number 2. How many minutes are in an hour? How many minutes are in half an hour? So if you were looking at a clock, 12 up here, 6 up here, 3, 9. How many minutes in the whole hour? How many minutes in half? Then it says how many minutes in 1/4. So if I put my clock into fourths, 1, 2, 3, 4. How many minutes in just one of these sections? If I counted from 12 to 1 to 2 to 3, 5, 10, 15. All right, number 3, put a line under the digit in the ones place. That's all. Be careful with your line though, so I can tell. Number 4, color half the eggs in the set green. So half of those eggs have to be green. I need to know how many eggs there are in all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So if 12 are there, what is half of 12? It's a doubles fact. Half of 12 would be 6, because 6 plus 6 is 12. So I'm going to color 6 of the eggs or circles green. Number 5, measure this line. You should have something to measure at home. We haven't had any measuring come up yet. A ruler would work, a measuring tape for like if mom or dad sews, a metal measuring tape for if mom or dad builds. You're going to measure this line in centimeters and in inches. They're not going to be the same. And your ruler's going to look different because you're at home and not at school. Our rulers were blue and red to make it easy. Remember, inches are larger than centimeters. So when you look at both sides, most rulers will still have both sides. Not all though. The larger ones are inches. The smaller ones are centimeters. And number 6, they've divided this square into how many squares? All right, now let's look at page 191. This is similar to the color the eggs or circles green. We have to know how many pennies are in the group, and then we have to follow the instructions. So you can get your own pennies if you want, if that helps. You can also circle and draw on these pennies. So 2 people share 10 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 people are sharing those, and they want to share them equally, because it isn't fair if I share my 10 pennies with you and I take 2 and you get 8. Or if I take 9 and give you 1, we want to share them equally. So how would you share those pennies so that both friends get the same amount? You're going to circle the amount you each get over here. You're going to tell me how many pennies each person gets, and then you're going to tell me half of 10 pennies is how much. You're going to probably write the same number more than once. Next one. This is some division and fractions. 3 people share these 9 pennies. So 3 people have to have the same number of pennies. You're going to circle the group. Might be helpful to have 9 pennies of your own and put them into 3 groups. 1 penny, 2 penny, 3 penny, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can divide my pennies equally. 1/3 of the pennies is what? So 1 person got how many? 2/3 of the pennies is what? 2 people together got how many? If you draw it out, you're going to see it. So I have 3 pennies in each group. 3, 6, 9. 1/3 got 3 pennies. 2/3 got 3 and 3. They got 6 pennies. All of us, 3/3, got 9 pennies. 3, 6, 9. Okay, and then you try number 3 on your own. It's the same idea as number 2, except 4 people are sharing 12 pennies. So how many pennies are they each going to get? And then 1/4 of the people, so 1 out of the 4 people, how many pennies did they get? 3/4 out of the people, so 3 people out of the 4 put their pennies together. How many pennies did they get? Okay, that's all you have to do today.